Hey guys, welcome to Mecha Facts episode 30. Today's video is on the MSZ-006A1 Zeta Plus A1, a limited production, transformable atmospheric mobile suit from the Universal Century timeline of the Gundam metaverse. The Zeta Plus A1 made its first and only animated appearances in the OVA, Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn, and in the OVA turned TV show, Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn Re-96. In paperback, the Zeta Plus A1 has appeared in the novel Gundam Sentinel, but unsure of any others. Same for video games, the Zeta Plus A1 has only appeared in SD Gundam Capsule Fighter Online from way back then, unsure of any other modern games of today. For figures, the Zeta Plus A1 has been made into two 1:144 scale Gundam fixed figuration, or GFF kits in red and blue test colors. Then in two GFF metal composite sets in the red and blue test colors, and a Gundam Converge SD figure. For model kits, the Zeta Plus A1 has been made into an SD kit, a few high-grade kits in standard, Gunpla Expo, and P Bandai releases, and a couple master-grade 1/100 scale kits as a normal and P Bandai. And the original mech designer of the Zeta Plus A1 is Hajime Katoki. Next are the specs and general data. The Zeta Plus A1 has a head height of 19.86 meters, an overall height of 22.11 meters, base weight at 32.7 tons, full weight at 68.4 tons, powered by a Minovsky ultra-compact fusion reactor, has a generator output of 2,070 kilowatts, a total thrust of 101,000 kilograms, max acceleration at 1.49 Gs, effective sensor radius at 16,200 meters, armored by the alloy Gundam Gamma, crewed by one pilot and a panoramic monitor linear seat cockpit located in the torso, developed from the MSZ-006 Zeta Gundam and the MSZ-005 Methis. First seen in November UC-87 at his initial rollout with Kariba, last seen in UC-96 in a skirmish with the Rakai Looms Justas at Cheyenne Mountain. Manufactured by Anaheim Electronics, operated by Kariba and the Earth Federation Forces, and the only known pilot of the Zeta Plus A1 is supposedly Amuro Ray. Next are the weapons and equipment. To start off is a pair of shell-firing 60mm Vulcan guns mounted in the head, primarily used for lightly armored targets such as missiles and small vehicles. Second are a pair of side-skirt mounted beam cannons for the Zeta Plus and its variants, primarily used for range combat in both Mobile Suit and Wave Rider modes, and has a power output of 2.4 megawatts. Third is a pair of handheld beam sabers, primarily used for close-range combat and cutting through surfaces not treated with an anti-beam coating. The beam sabers can be stored directly above the side-skirt mounted beam cannons when not in use. Next is a custom shield made for the Zeta Plus to transform into its Wave Rider mode within Earth's gravity, and serves as the primary defensive weapon to protect itself from physical and beam attacks. Next is a custom beam rifle derived from the Zeta Gundam. This acts as the Zeta Plus's primary beam weapon in Mobile Suit and Wave Rider modes. It is powered by a replaceable E-Pack and can be stored on the wing binder when not in use. Last is the beam rifle from the Rezel. In UC-96, the Zeta Plus A1s that were in service would use his beam rifle as his primary beam weapons, and has the feature to emit a beam blade from his muzzle to act as a long beam saber. Like his previous beam rifle, it can be stored on the wing binder when not in use. To wrap up, here is the history and lore. The original Zeta Gundam, developed by the AU, was considered too complex and expensive for mass production. However, Kariba, the AU's Earth-based allies, took note of it, so they went forward and redesigned it to create a mass production model for their uses. The result was the then MSK-006, now the MSZ-006A1 Zeta Plus A1, intended for exclusive use in Earth's atmosphere with all spaceflight systems and atmospheric re-entry features omitted. Instead, they replaced these features with variable geometry wing binders to allow improved flight capabilities, long-range cruising range, and be highly maneuverable in Mobile Suit mode, then be dead weight. This redesign in terms of cost to performance was better than the original Zeta Gundam, but it was still very expensive compared to its Zeta-based successors such as the Rigazi and the Rezel. The first Zeta Plus A1 rolled out in November UC-87, with the following mobile suits being assigned to several Carba units. One such unit was assigned to the Carba carrier, the Aldumla, as the 18th Tactical Fighter Aggressor Squadron. Carba eventually deployed around 20 Zeta Pluses, with 3 of them being painted in the red and white test colors. There was a supposed rumor that one of these pilots of the Zeta Plus was one-year war ace Amuro Ray during his role as the commander of the 18th Tactical Fighter Squadron. Following the GRIPS conflict, the remaining Zeta Plus A1s were in service for the Earth Federation forces as of UC-96. There were at least 2 units stationed at the Federation Cheyenne Mountain Complex, where they were taken out in a very uneventful and quick defeat by the Jestas of the Rock Kylum, thus ending the known history and lore of the Zeta Plus A1. This concludes this episode of Mecha Facts on the MSZ-006A1 Zeta Plus A1. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment down below, and hit the subscribe button with the bell to stay up to date on new videos. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you guys next time.